What is going on, guys? It's your boy Shady Mike Gaming, and welcome to another podcast style video. I don't know. Some people have told me I'm gonna have to start calling this the Shade Cast because every now and again we do we do throw some shade here and there. But this is another video where every now and again between my content related videos, I like to do a video like this where it's just my raw thoughts. We're going to be talking anything gaming, real world news, NBA, whatever it is. But you guys see the title. You guys know what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about this upcoming NBA Finals. We're going to be finally, let's get a verdict. Is this a Mickey Mouse championship? Is this going to be a Mickey Mouse ring, or is this a legitimate NBA championship ring? I just think it's funny to even ask. I'll give you my thoughts, of course, on that later. But first and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone on the channel. All of the growth and support this year has been phenomenal. You guys rock. Thank you so much for supporting me and everything that I do. Be sure to follow me on all my social networks, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, even at ShadyMikeGaming. Join our 2K Modding Society Discord. We're closing in on that 5,000 member mark, and that's pretty amazing. We're growing so much, so I just want to say thank you so much for the support. But without further ado, guys, let's get into our topic for the day. And I don't want to make this video too long. I really want to get right into it, but the question has to be asked. We now know the NBA Finals is going to be the Bucks versus the Suns, and the question is, all week has really been leading up to this. Is the winner of this title, whether it's Chris Paul and the Suns and Devin Booker and Michael Bridges and Cam Payne and all those guys versus Giannis and Middleton and Brooke Lopez and Drew Holiday on the Bucks? Is this going to be a legitimate championship ring? And I just find this conversation in and of itself so funny. It was funny. I was reading that this is going to be the first NBA Finals that does not have a finals winner on either roster since 1977. And that was the Blazers versus the Sixers. The Blazers actually took that one. So nice little interesting tidbit of information there. But I want to talk about this new narrative. This is just interesting. The whole Mickey Mouse thing now is really becoming big. We've heard the word thrown around so much, and we've heard Jokic be called the Mickey Mouse MVP, and now the rings that people don't acknowledge are Mickey Mouse rings, and just really basically trying to discredit history and rewrite what really happened. Now, I think to understand what a Mickey Mouse ring is, or a Mickey Mouse accolade is, you have to first kind of define it. Now, basically, and this is just me guessing, let me know what you guys think a Mickey Mouse ring is or whatever, but people tried to discredit the ring that was won in the bubble because it was by far and away from normal circumstances. They're saying if things were normal, this would not have occurred the way that it did. And I get that logic. That makes sense. The pandemic, the bubble was very odd. So I understand that. But now it's like we're just trying to take that same logic and apply it to everything. So they're saying like, hey, the MVP. They're saying, well, if drastic measures hadn't happened, well, so-and-so wouldn't have won the MVP. If LeBron hadn't got hurt, he was a front runner. Embiid was a front runner. Well, Jokic didn't get hurt. And so it's like, I feel like a lot of it's just basically we need to just call it what it is, revisionist history. We're just trying to discredit some of the things that have happened. And I think it's important. I think it's important to call it what it is. And let's talk about where this came from and where this narrative started. And it's so funny because this all started with LeBron James. Yeah, you guys guessed it. We're going straight at LeBron. You guys always called me a LeBron hater, so here we go. You're going straight at LeBron James. Of course, this whole Mickey Mouse narrative, and from what I'm seeing from the most part, is all around the Lakers and LeBron James and how this narrative have evolved. Number one, it started really with LeBron haters trying to discredit the ring that they won in the bubble. Now, look, I didn't try to discredit the ring that they won in the bubble. I said, yes, they beat a 5 seed out of the East without their top scorer and obviously without a healthy Bam Adebayo, but you don't get to pick who you play. So it's a ring is a ring. Now, I thought it was a stretch when LeBron said it's the hardest ring ever won. I thought that was laughable, but it's a ring nonetheless. So the whole Mickey Mouse conversation started with people trying to discredit the Lakers championship, and the pushback that they got, in my opinion, was justified. I'm like, no, you don't discredit a bubble ring. It was a bubble championship, sure, but it's a championship nonetheless. So I found it funny and just interesting and incredible, the campaign that LeBron James has led this year, being upset, openly dissing the NBA and Adam Silver for the amount of games played and the start time. And I just don't get it. Even as an athlete, I don't understand how LeBron is trying to say the start time impacted, what's the guy's name? Is it Solomon Hill falling on his leg and injuring him? The start time of the season made Anthony Davis get hurt when Anthony Davis is always hurt. Yes, we have a lot of injuries. Injuries are part of the game. But I've never heard people try to just create some type of narrative around some of these fluke injuries. They happen. And so I just have to start asking a lot of other questions. And these are some of the things that I put in my notes. I said, man, is the problem the amount of games played? Because we've been playing 82 games forever. Why is 82 games a problem now? I look at, we got guys load managing. I'm a Sixers fan. You can't even get Embiid out here. He's missing a game a week. And we're load managing. Kawhi's taking a week off. We're load managing. And these guys can't. So let me ask, so is it the amount of games, or are players just getting soft? Are guys not training the way they used to? Are they not putting as much effort into the game and the craft and staying healthy and playing smarter? I don't know the answers to these questions, but I do believe they're relevant questions. Why could we play 82 games in the 80s and we can't play 82 games now? What's the difference? Bigger, stronger, faster is all I'm hearing. But yet all I'm seeing is dumber, less talent, more threes chucked, and more injuries. That's my take on it. And everyone's saying, oh, let's play less games. Okay. Chris Broussard said, let's drop it to 65. Okay, well, everyone's got to take that percentage of a pay cut. Is everyone okay with that? Oh, wait, but no. Because see, now once we start playing 65 games in the year, Embiid's going to play 40. And he's going to, what I mean? We're going to be sitting out more games. And we're going to be load managing that until we get to the point where at the NFL, we're playing 7 games in a year, right? Like, where do you draw that line? If you drop the amount of games, people are going to be load managing that. I don't know. I don't know the answer to those questions, but I did want to address that. I just think the injury situation in the league, let's put it on the players a little bit to, really work on the craft and work on the game and focus on staying healthy. A lot of these were just fluke injuries. I'm not saying like guys don't care about the game, but I'm just saying you can't blame the schedule when we've been playing the same schedule for years and act like the league made some type of grave error. When we had the pandemic, guys were arrested from the bubble. I just don't agree with the logic coming from LeBron James, but I feel like, and this is my opinion, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. I know the Laker fans are abundant, so they'll let me know, but I feel like this is a pretty large scale excuse for Laker Nation to have some type of excuse why their guys just didn't get it done. That's what I'm starting to see. When you talk about a Mickey Mouse championship, and like I said, I get it. It's the concept that under normal circumstances, this would not have happened. So you take a look at the Suns run through the playoffs. Obviously, there were injuries, to the Lakers and, to Kawhi, and you have to wonder, do they beat the Lakers if LeBron and AD are healthy? That's a tough question, and I say probably not. Do they beat the Clippers if the Clippers are healthy? Honestly, they almost lost to the Clippers not healthy, so probably not. And here you now find them in the finals about to win a ring. But I think it applies across the league, though. Look on the other side. I mean, and this is one thing I was trying to talk about with the Hawks. It was like they're not even great in the sense that, okay, number one, the Hawks beat the Sixers and they dealt with an injured Embiid and a mentally broken Ben Simmons. Obviously the Bucks beat the Nets and they only had one of their three stars. Obviously Kyrie was out and Harden was nowhere near even really 50%. So the injuries matter. But my point here is, when have injuries not mattered? You had the bubble last year with Miami. The year before that, you had the situation with Toronto. People, and this is my whole point, if this is a Mickey Mouse championship, what on earth is the Toronto Raptors championship? What would you call that? The Raptors, in my opinion, was one of the most illegitimate championship teams you'll ever see. They beat the Sixers, obviously, when Joel Embiid was out with food poisoning. It's hilarious to this day. They beat a dinged up Giannis in the finals. Was that the finals? The conference finals? Eastern Conference finals that year, I think. Forget now, to be honest with you. And then they luck out and you lose Clay to an ACL and KD to a torn Achilles. So those are just my thoughts. I think it's just sad now. We're at a point where people are just trying to discredit anything that happens if it's not surrounded by star-studded players. Oh, LeBron's not in it, KD's not in it, Kyrie's not in it, Harden's not in it, then it can't be legit. But let me say this. I've had some of the most fun I've had in years watching NBA playoff basketball this year. But see, now you get to a scary thought, and I'm going to wrap it up here. I think we're starting to see a problem with the NBA. There's way more casual fans than we thought, and not as many real deep NBA fans as we thought we had. Guys don't like the game if they're not watching LeBron. Guys don't like watching CP3 and Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. Guys don't like watching Kevin Huerter and Bogdan Bogdanovic and Danilo Gallinari. You're starting to see these guys don't really like NBA basketball. They like LeBron. They like KD. They like Kyrie. As weird as that seems, we're starting to realize these guys don't like NBA basketball. I mean, the Mavericks Clippers series was insane. The Suns Clippers games were insane. This is some of the best NBA basketball we've seen in years. But LeBron's not in it. And I'll leave it at this because I don't want to wail on the LeBron fans. I don't want to wail on the Laker fans too much. But LeBron's time is ticking. His career is coming to a close quickly. What are we going to do as a league when he's gone? Because once he's gone, we can't say it's Mickey Mouse anymore. This is the West. This is the NBA that's left. KD's going to be gone one day. And of course, they'll be replaced by other stars, Luka, Zion, the Zion Williamsons of the world, LaMelo Ball, obviously. New stars will step up. But if anything, guys, the parity, just the unknown of these games have been incredible to me. And people are just trying to discredit it because their guy isn't in it. And to me, that's sad and it's bad for our game. But those are just one man's thoughts, my thoughts. And yeah, Shady Mike Gaming, that's what I think. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this a Mickey Mouse? This is a Mickey Mouse ring? Whoever gets it, CB3, Giannis, somebody's legs he's gonna be impacted. But is this a Mickey Mouse ring? Let me know in the comments section, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Shady Mike Gaming, I'm signing out. Peace. Threes.